Hi everyone, welcome to the family table. My name is Cathy and I am so excited to let you know we are going into season 3. Believe it or not, it's been 3 years since we started doing the family table. What we're going to do this year to kind of liven things up, we're going to go around the world. We're going to have different recipes from different nationalities and other cultures and different things to kind of like spice up your life. It's been 3 years. We're going to do something different and we're going to go on board now that we're moving forward. So let me start season 3. Hi everyone, welcome to my home and welcome to the family table. We are here with Chef Gloria Cabral. She's also a 1978 graduate of Fairhaven High School, and we're going to do some brunchy type things that you could use for Easter, Mother's Day, and Father's Day. And you can add anything you want to your brunch menu. We're just trying to make it easy for mom. So
what's nice about this brunch menu is almost everything can be prepared the day before so you can enjoy the time with your family. So the first thing I'm going to do is a sweet potato cinnamon roll. Many people like cinnamon rolls, different types of things. So this is a recipe adapted from King Arthur flour. And what we start with is you put your milk and some flour in a pan. It's called the Tangzhong. And actually what it's going to do is hydrate your flour beforehand. So when this gets thick like paste, we're going to just throw it in and start our batter. So this takes a minute. Again, you can make this ahead of time or you can make it that day. A lot of times I like to make my bread dough and freeze it at a certain point. So on that day, it's just proofed and baked and so much easier.
Everything does not have to be proofed in a warming situation. A lot of things you do can just be proofed, believe it or not, in your fridge, and then you let it sit out. So there's certain ways of proofing. Everybody thinks of that way that you got to put it in this warm, cover it with towels, plastic wrap, wait till it gets big and then beat it. And then, but these,
we proof it in the fridge at night sometimes, so it makes it so much easier. One thing I've learned is if it becomes a chore, nobody wants to do it. But if you make it really simple and easy,
they'll make it more often.
Okay, so this is like a paste. In another minute or so it'll thicken right up. And I'm just going to throw that right into my, if it becomes thicker than this, that's fine. We're just doing this because now you'll see it's really pasty.
Tasty, yeah.
Because that's called carryover cooking. It'll just keep going in there. So now I always put my wet ingredients next. So I use my own sweet potatoes. You can use canned potatoes, pumpkin, whatever you may want, butternut squash. And I blended this with the milk. Throw that in there. Get all that.
Now some people don't like sweet potato, and that's okay. I say wait till you try the cinnamon buns with it, because you might not like it.
But once you do,
yeah.
It doesn't taste like the whole fruit. Then I throw in my yeast, my sugar, which I always say that's a liquid, my salt away from the yeast, and my flour. So far, so good.
And here's another trick too. Have everything ready. You know, do all your prep work, have everything in little containers ready, so you're not just measuring and throwing it in. All you're doing is actually just throwing it in. So I've do that many times, and especially when you're doing things that's got so many different ingredients. That way you're not running to the pantry or the refrigerator and saying, oh, I forgot that. Or the store and you forgot it.
Yeah. So I just threw everything in there, the softened butter, everything. So all I'm going to do is put it on like a low speed for about 2 minutes and then on a medium speed for about 8 minutes. We'll stop this way you can continue.
Yep.
I'd continue doing that, but I've already have some made. And after I mixed it, I let it proof. So like we just put it in this container. This was half full and it's doubled while we were sitting here earlier. And I'm going to take it out. I put a little bit of spray shortening in there so it comes out a little bit easier, else it's going to stick.
Yeah, look like a square.
Right. Nice and easy.
Yep.
Like I said, you can change it. I started experimenting. Like I said, I've adapted this recipe from one they had. I change it because sweet potato has sugar and starch, so I adjust all those different things in there. To me, this is one of the most fun things to do, and a lot of times I use it with things that are left over in my refrigerator because, you know, old style, very frugal.
Yep, you don't throw anything away.
I'm deflating it, moves my little carbon dioxide everywhere. You can make these as big as you want. The recipe says for 8. I actually can make 12 out of this. Or if I roll them longer and thinner, then I can make 24 and just give a little bite size.
And those are nice if you're, going to a party or you have a lot of people over for a buffet, brunch. You might want to do smaller. Or if it's just your family, you might want to do one just giant one.
Well, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll make this recipe 2, 3, 4 times. And I set them up in like pie tins. I spray the pie tin. I set them up there and I put them in the freezer just after I make them. And then I know if I have company the night before, I take it out, sits in the fridge, take it out of the fridge for about an hour before I bake it. And then I have nice warm cinnamon rolls. You can even put in cupcake pans. You put the rolls in there with a little bit of sugar or maple syrup and nuts, and then you can make a nice little pecan or maple walnut bars. So it depends on how big you want to roll this, how many times it's going to add to that. We have the cinnamon mixture in the recipe, but you can use anything. Just think of Nutella, chocolate chips.
Oh my God.
Anything like that. How much you want to put, how little you put. Sometimes I'll make a butterscotch by changing my regular sugar with all brown sugar and use a brown butter.
And for those of you watching, the recipe will be on the show's either the website or the friends here at the Faven TV will make sure it's posted with the show.
Trying to keep it as a nice rectangle. And I leave an edge because I'm going to seal it or else it's just going to pop open on you. See how nice and soft it is? If the dough keeps moving back and forth on you, that means you have to let it rest. It's like muscle. The protein in the flour will create muscle. I'll use my bench cutter because I don't like to use a lot of extra flour because it actually changes the ratio. But boy, this smells delicious. Just sugar and salt. Sugar is just a wonderful thing anyways.
And the more flour you use, the bigger mess you'll have to clean.
And at the end, my water, the water's here to seal it, or else it's not going to really seal, and I don't want it to come apart. So I bring it to the end, get it right to the end, and I'm just going to, I don't overwork my bread dough at all, because then it takes a lot longer to recover. My seam goes to the bottom. So I'm always from that world that everybody has to have the same.
Yes. So we're going to measure that right out like that.
So we go like this. Here we have the same thing because I know I want the biggest piece.
Right.
We'll make it a little small and I'll make 12 because we'll have about 8 to 10. And what happens is, even though you make 12, if you have 12 people, there's always going to be that one who wants another one.
Yeah.
And I always say, try to take the nicest piece.
And to have it put, what are you going to put a little sign that said one only?
No, not in our world.
No.
See?
And you don't want to have the buffet. You've been to the buffet, obviously. We have people that are brunch. They always take too much.
Sometimes you get an end that doesn't look, so what I usually do is I wait till the end when I see something that doesn't look as perfect.
We're going to refill it, aren't we?
Yeah, I will fill it up so it'll be nice. See, I haven't worked this one that long, so this dough is really nice and soft.
Oh, you have to add to that poor little thing.
Oh, it's all good.
Oh my God, yes.
Save all this and put that in there. At this point, I could throw them right into the freezer, wrap them, freeze them, so when I want them again. Or I can, if I'm making it like for tomorrow, I would put it in the refrigerator, let it do a retard. With a retard, it's going to mean grow slowly in the refrigerator. I'll proof in there in the morning. But we've already, through Magic TV.
Yes, look at this.
We already have them. We can see that we stick our finger in there. They're ready to go into the oven right now. So we'll put these in the oven and they'll be cooking while we continue on with our brunch menu.
There we go. She's right behind you. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see those come out.
Okay.
It's awesome.
The smell, if you could smell it here, it's just amazing. We love this anyways.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, when you plan out a buffet, you have to figure out, or any kind of meal, you have to figure out your carbohydrates, your proteins, all your fruits and vegetables.
Yep.
This one touches upon everything.
So we got this pie shell here. That's
We're
how
talking about making a quiche, and we par bake them. I put a old pie pan inside just to hold it up, but I just get these frozen. Sometimes I'll make them from scratch. Depends on how many people you have. Sometimes I'll use the baby phyllo cups, and you put them in the phyllo cups and make mini quiches from that. So when we were doing this, I says, let's just use the frozen one and par bake it.
Back to the thing of being easy, right?
Yeah, we want to be easy and out. Easy
yep.
and out.
There
so
we
we
go.
can enjoy each other's company.
Right.
So when Cathy and I were talking, we said, all right, well, let's make different types. But the quiche is so simple to make. So you par bake it. This isn't all the way cooked. So again, we did this last night.
Yep. And then we just put it off to the side for today. And like Gloria said, and that was a trick I didn't use, about putting another empty shell in there so it doesn't get all puffy. And
or fall down. If it falls down, then you have no edge.
Right.
And for the people who don't want to have the carbs, they can actually put it in a sprayed glass pan in a water bath and bake it like you would, you know, a creme brulee or something.
Yeah. And then you don't have to worry about the crust, but I don't know.
So tell us what you want to put in this one.
All right, so this one, I want to make it a meat lovers.
All right.
So I'm just going to move this stuff out of the way. So we're going to start off with the cheese. Mozzarella. You can do Swiss. You can do anything. When you do the taco one, you can do either they have the taco cheese, or you can do the mixed
Monterey
cheese
Jack
or
Mexican.
anything. It's just so.
You can do a feta mozzarella with spinach and black olives, which is one of my favorites. Little caramelized onions.
Just for a note, I hate olives.
Oh, okay. I can eat them and everything.
Yep. Yeah, you should have heard me when I was making empanadas here. I couldn't believe that olives went in it.
Green olives and raisins.
So we're just going to put I got a half a cup, and we'll have all the recipe and everything on the Faven TV. So we're going to put the cheese in.
Yeah.
Then, go ahead.
No, the reason why she puts the cheese first is because actually that will create a barrier so it doesn't leak. Then she's like, oh, this is for my husband. He deserves the best.
All right, he does. Okay, so we cook the sausage ahead. All the meat should be cooked ahead. So this is nice ground sweet sausage. I'm going to put some of that in there.
Just that itself is delicious.
Just think about that. I'm going to put some more in there.
See, if I did Italian sausage with broccoli rabe, you know, make an Italian quiche.
How is everybody feeling about listening to all this? That's good?
Yeah, that's good.
Well, it's for my husband. No.
You have a meat.
Oh, how about this? This is linguiça and chorizo. I'm going to put some of that in there, too. All right, maybe I shouldn't go too crazy.
And then you got ham, and you got bacon, you got vegetable. You know,
oh my goodness,
Kenny
I
loves
know.
all that stuff.
Look at this ham. So this ham, we didn't saute the ham or anything because it was already.
Yeah, ham is already cooked.
Yeah. So.
I can hear them like, oh my God, on the other side of the.
Oh yes, we can hear the residents of Haven now and beyond. Bacon.
Everything's better with bacon.
Yeah, we got to put some bacon in there. But I am going to put a little bit of veggies, if that matters to anybody.
Oh, that covers the vegetable aspect. We got the protein aspect.
Yep, so look at this bacon.
Our dairy aspect.
Now the bacon was done, even this was done yesterday, and Gloria cooked it in the microwave. So
I prefer
look how
bacon,
nice and perfect this is.
Bacon cooked in a microwave or an oven. It gets most of that fat off. Then frying it in a pan changes the flavor, sometimes to a little bit bitter.
Yeah. I'm thinking, everybody's thinking like, wow. All right, we'll just do that.
It's a meal in itself.
It is. So now we sauteed this peppers and onions. So I just added the onions to this because it was a little bit. He really does love onions, so I'm going to put the rest of the onions in here for him. He better eat this too. And then a little bit of peppers. He's not really a pepper guy, but I'm going to put some in there.
Just a little bit of love.
Well, you know what? I plan on having a little bit of this too. So
he may say this is one piece of pie.
I'll let you know. And we got some broccoli. The broccoli, Gloria had it done right in the microwave. No water, just in a bowl with saran wrap. 2 minutes, and the broccoli came out perfect. I mean, this broccoli is perfect.
Yeah, you don't like it too mushy. If you're cooking with water, it makes everything mushy.
Okay.
So
I may as well put the spinach in too.
he'll never know. Just
No,
say
it's
greens.
green. He'll say what the green is. I don't know, something. Gloria told me to put it in.
So she filled this well. Usually I put about a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of everything total. So
Yeah, but this was for my husband.
This is for Ken. We love him.
So, yep, we're going to do that. And look, I'll get rid of all this. Let me wipe my hands.
In the recipe it says 3 eggs and a half a cup of cream. So what I'm going to do is I already strained the eggs a little bit. I always strain them, and I'll strain it twice if I have to, because I don't like, and I call them egg boogers.
Yeah, we don't want that
Yeah.
in our thing, do we?
No, we're going to use that container. I'm going to
Oh, yeah, that's
no, we
right.
don't have to. I've already strained them, so I don't have to worry about this.
All right.
And I always say, put the pie in the oven and then pour over there, because if I have to walk from here to there with a full liquid something,
It ain't going.
So Kathy,
I'm going to go get me a mitt so I can get the little tray out of the oven.
Yeah, she's good. I just tend to go like this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not with the out. Should I put that up?
No,
one?
I put on. That's the one I'm on. The bottom
Okay.
one, the bottom one.
Okay, so we're gonna push this out.
You should always cook on the bottom layer because heat rises. So even though it's a convection oven that swirls it, you want to make sure the bottom crust is done.
So, in.
And here's your.
And here's this. And I would suggest that we do this slow so we can get into all the cracks, because I did fill it up, so.
Just think this is a custard pie. If you had sugar in with your eggs, you would have custard pie.
Boy, I did fill this up.
You wanna make a little
Fill it
smaller?
up.
Let's see. Sometimes you can just make things round.
Well, yeah, you make me a little crevice.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, I'm just gonna pour a little bit more. But you know what? If you're gonna make more than one,
Just save the eggs for later. And I'm going to turn my rolls around and bring up.
So then we're still gonna do this easy. And here we go. Now this is gonna take what, about 45 minutes?
About 45 minutes. With a quiche or any custard things, your recipes will say 325, 350. I never cook on it, because remember, recipe is a guideline. So I usually cook around 300, 305, so it has a slow cook, so you don't get that coagulation of like lumpy eggs. It's more, I like a creamier texture to anything with a custard. So that'll cook there.
We don't like lumpy.
No,
Unless
45 minutes.
Unless it's supposed to be lumpy.
And the bread takes another 35, 40 minutes for the rolls. So while they're baking, we're going to do a cleanup.
Yep. So we'll come back in a few. Okay, so we cleaned up and we set everything up. Now, this is a small buffet, and you can add to it however you want. If you are a regular viewer of the family table, you know it was maybe 2 years ago that I did a strata and a banana French toast. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Banana Foster French toast, no less.
Add that little rum.
Yeah, so, it was good. You can add that to this too. But this is what you can do. You can do it for Mom. The kids can help you with this. This is like very easy, so you can actually surprise Mom. And please clean up the mess. Don't let
That's
Mom
the
do
surprise.
it. Yeah, don't let Mom do it. But the quiche themselves, again, as Gloria said, you can put anything you want in it.
This is our Portuguese one. We had chorizo and onions and peppers and cheese in this one. This one is all vegetable one with different saute. And I always make sure I cook them a little bit because I don't like to have egg with crunchy. And this one was a variety with bacon and ham. And then we did all different. What's nice is about when you put, they call charcuterie boards and all these things, a fruit platter. You have different shapes, different sizes, so it makes it more fun to eat. And I mean, watermelon, berries. And if you don't have a lot, you put them in a smaller container, but you set that out for everybody to help themselves. And then we put the nice cinnamon rolls all together there. We have s'mores still in the oven, so things can keep going. We didn't have to make anything the day of the event. So we just prepared this beautiful, this could be breakfast, this could be lunch, this could be dinner.
And this could be whatever you want.
Yeah, there you go. And I can eat quiche cold right out of the fridge. You can pop it in the microwave for like, 20 seconds just to make it warm. You don't want it to bubble.
And of course for Mother, on Mother's Day, we can do, I got this little Prosecco bottle, got some orange juice, right? Do you prefer to do Prosecco first then orange, or orange then Prosecco?
Orange then Prosecco.
Okay.
So it doesn't make a big bubbly mess.
Oh, yes.
Because again, I'll be cleaning it.
Yeah, well, this is true. And then we just top it with a little bit of this. So we don't want to make a big bubbly mess. So we'll do a couple. And of course the kids, well, we don't want to give the kids this. So what we would do, I just picked up this bottle of sparkling grape juice cocktail. So the kids could have something bubbly too. Why not? They think it's great. It's like the greatest thing, drinking out of a champagne glass. Mm-hmm. So we'll do this. And, well, let me just fill up the rest. How's that?
There you go. And somebody, if non-alcoholic, it can be, you can have a variety of juices there, a
Right.
variety of different things.
And have your coffee.
If
And
you want Prosecco, you can put 7-Up with it too. So
Right.
these are just different options to have.
And here's the other one that we were talking about, and I want everybody to know this. Like, you can make smaller ones. You can make them for parties, just little quiche cups. Also, what you can do is you can make the smaller pies themselves, have everything in containers already done, and let everybody make their own. And just pop it in the oven, chit chat, maybe eat your fruit while your individual quiche is cooking.
What do you think?
Look at that. Oh, that's. Oh. Wouldn't you like to see this on your family table?